No briefing tonight, just 4 names, and I'm going to read them properly. First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan, Sergeant Angel S. Rampersad, Private Isabella Gonzales, Sergeant Michael Emmanuel Swinton. 4 Americans killed in Jordan and Iraq this month, in the war the Pentagon calls Operation Epic Fury. I am reading them to you because in late July, their names came off that war's official tally, and tonight's file is about where they went. Here is what moved, and I want to be precise about how we know it. So I will say the words as CBS reported the Pentagon's own casualty site displaying them. The 4 names were taken off the Epic Fury count and placed in a separate category called Overseas Operations Casualties, and with that move, the war's death toll fell. 18 killed became 14 killed, not because anybody came back, but because a column changed. The wounded figures moved too, and they moved in a direction wounded figures do not move. Earlier that same week, the site showed 482 wounded. By July 24th, it showed 420. By July 26th, Epic Fury showed 417, with the separate overseas category holding another 207. Now apply the only arithmetic that matters here. During active operations, a wounded count can rise, and it can hold. It cannot fall by 62. Wounds do not unhappen. The only way that number goes down is people being moved between ledgers. The Pentagon has an explanation on the record, and you will hear it in full. Spokesperson Sean Parnell, July 25th. The errors were a temporary data disruption, and site anomalies are currently being resolved in coordination with the military services. That is the statement. A data disruption is a real thing that happens to real websites, and if that is all this is, the fix is trivial. The names go back. As of CBS's latest reporting, 9 days after that statement, the 4 names remained in the separate category. Now our own limits, stated plainly, because this desk does not get to demand honest ledgers while cooking its own, the Defense Department's casualty pages would not load for our checkers, and the casualty analysis system returned nothing readable. So every figure tonight is CBS's reporting of what that site displayed on specific dates, and that is exactly how I have said each one. For a third count, Al Jazeera's independent tally on July 20th gave 17 killed and at least 420 wounded, with Commander Gabriel Edwards missing since July 1st and listed as a pending death. 3 sources, 3 counts, 1 war. That disagreement is itself part of the record. And one number you may have seen that I am not going to print. There is a pairing circulating widely, 18 killed and 653 wounded. The killed figure matches the earlier display. The 653 matches nothing we could reach. Add the categories as CBS reported them, and you get 624 or 627, depending on the date. Where 653 comes from, we cannot say. So on this desk, it does not get said. If you want to know why I spend whole episodes on sourcing, soldier, this is why. In a war where the official ledger is moving, an unsourced number is not information. It is noise wearing a uniform. So here is the arithmetic that does hold, and it is simple and it is unpleasant. 14 in Epic Fury, plus the 4 who were reclassified, equals the 18 the government itself displayed earlier in the month. The deaths did not change, the category did. And whatever the administrative reason turns out to be, understand what the category does out here in public. It decides whether these 4 count toward the official cost of the war they died in. Private Isabella Gonzales was 19 years old, and for several days now, whether her death counts toward the official toll of the war she died in has depended on which page of a website you opened. A ledger is not paperwork. A ledger is the promise that the cost of a war will be visible to the country that ordered it. Every name on it was somebody who went where they were sent. The least a nation owes them is to be counted where they fell, in the operation they fell in public, permanently. File it, and do not let it get refiled quietly. Dismissed. I'm Mark, and this is Pixel Politics.
I'm Mark, and this is Pixel Politics.